Hi, it's me, Chesh, or the Cully Kobold, whichever. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a wonderful day or night or evening, whichever it is for you. Right now it is night for me. It's probably it's like 1 a.m. at night. That's when I get everything done, is way late at night. But, yeah, good to see you. You may be wondering where I've been, or maybe not, because I'm pretty sporadic with my videos. But honestly, I had a manic episode. Now, I have bipolar depression, which means I'm bipolar. And bipolar is just when you have episodes of extreme highs and extreme lows. For me, I have more lows than highs. And I'm just coming off of a manic depression. And I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. It really, you don't realize at the time that you're in a manic state until you come off of it. And then everything just crashes down on you. Even whenever you're feeling the low, you feel entirely exhausted and achy after a manic episode. So that's where I've been mentally. I've also been preparing for Mother's Day, which isn't till next month, but I decided to make a bunch of my Mother's Day gifts. I'm blessed in the fact that I have my mother and my two grandmothers still in my life. My mama, nana, and mother. So I'm making all of them presents. I'm making them, one, to save money, and two, because it's from the heart. And what can be better than a present from the heart? Although it may not be as well used as something bought. I don't know. I'm making them washcloths and putting in like soap and candies and stuff like that. So we'll see. But also where I've been is the cord on my tablet, which I have a Wacom One tablet, and it plugs into my computer, and it acts as a third screen to my two screens dedicated to my computer. Anyway, the cord on it died on me. I don't know what happened. I've had it less than a year, and it just died. I could tell it was the cord because when I plugged it in and wiggled it, it would turn on and off. So it was definitely the cord not working. But I had to replace it, and it was $60 for the cord alone on Amazon. Like, I could have bought it from the website for like $20 or $30 less, but they were out of stock, and I don't know when they'll get stock back. So I just went ahead and bought it on Amazon, and it was so expensive just for the cord. But, it's not a USB cord, it's a special kind of cord that you can't really just easily use anything for, so I guess that's why it's so expensive, but still. I hope this one lasts longer than the last one. Speaking of which, I decided, even though it's the 4th month in this year, to do a low spin year. And what's greater to kick off a low spin year than spending $60 on a cord? But anyway, recently I had the realization as I was cleaning my room that I'm becoming a bit of a baby hoarder. I gave away to other crocheters. I didn't throw it away or waste it. It went to people who will use it. But I threw away 3 trash bags full of yarn. This was yarn that I would never use. Either I don't use that brand anymore because it's too scratchy, or I wouldn't use the color and stuff like that. And I still have 2 tubs of yarn to go through. And, that's not good. There are people who hoard yarns, and I get it. Collecting is a hobby within itself, but you're never going to use that much yarn. Throughout your life, you could never use that much yarn. And there's no reason to hoard it from other people, because when you leave this earth, you leave with nothing. And your loved ones are going to have to clean it up or give it away. And that's had me thinking, I really shouldn't have as much stuff as I do. One person should not have this much stuff. So I decided not only to spend things on stuff that I need and minimize things that I want. And by doing that, I'm going to write down things that I want, let it stew for a week or so, and see if I still want it. Because part of being manic is you buy the randomest of stuff. Like, you'll be manic and you'll think that you'll be great at something, or you really want to do something for like a day or two, and you'll buy all kinds of stuff for it. And then once the mania is away, you're like, why did I do that? So in order to combat the mania, I'm going to write down things that I want to buy and let it sit. So I'm going to try that, and hopefully that works out. I'm not a minimalist by any means. Like, I'm probably a maximist when it comes to decorating and stuff like that. So I'm never going to be like bare bones stuff. Also, I have a lot of hobbies. Like, I crochet, I knit, I'm starting to learn to sew, I hand sewed a teddy bear, I cross stitch, all this stuff. And I really enjoy those hobbies. Now, do I need another new hobby? No. I think this will be the end of the hobbies that I have. These are just the hobbies I'm going to keep. But, yeah, a lot of hobbies equals a lot of stuff you have to have for these hobbies. So I'll never be a minimalist. And I don't find minimalism fun or attractive looking. If you do, all power to you. You do it. You do you. But it's just not me. I like being a hobbit with cozy atmosphere and lots of stuff hanging on the walls and all that good stuff. Now, you may be looking at this drawing that I'm doing and wondering, how are you doing it so fast? I'm not. I sped up the sketch because I'm one of the slowest sketchers I know. It takes me forever to draw or color anything. And for a long time, it really made me feel down because I was like, I really should be faster. Everybody around me is so much faster than me and they can get stuff done, and I need to do that. But that just stressed me out and not like drawing. Listen, if something stresses you out and makes you not like the drawing, then maybe you shouldn't do it. People are like, get out of your comfort zone. Try this and that. And, there is a certain, there's a certain good to that. Yes, get out of your comfort zone, do stuff. But if you absolutely hate it and it makes you feel incredibly miserable, don't do it. If art makes you feel incredibly miserable, take a step back, take a break, don't do it for a while. Now, I've always had that philosophy, like, I always take a step back and maybe a couple months I don't do art. But for some reason, Art's siren song always brings me back to it. So that's how I know art is here to stay for me. I always do it. And it's probably just always going to be a hobby for me. For a multitude of reasons. But, don't stress about being a slow sketcher or stuff like that. I mean, I guess if you're someone doing commissions, maybe learn to be a little faster. But like, when you're a hobbyist like me, don't worry about how fast you get stuff done. It'll just stress you out, So on today's sketch, I decided to do a little succubus sketch. Now, I have this whole entire sheet here, which I'm taking up the middle part of it. I'm going to minimize this drawing into the corner of the drawing sheet because I want to do a bunch of sketches on the sheet and fill it up a bit by bit. And so a few videos will be dedicated to this one sheet. I don't know if I'll color this later. I might. I just wasn't feeling like coloring today because sketching took so long. But that's all I got to say today, and if there's any video left, I'm just going to put music over it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And if you like this video or my art, like and subscribe. And maybe check out my other places that I post art. I'll see you guys later.